The EV market is seeing a surge of automakers popping up from China to North America, and the pressure's on for manufacturers to innovate. They're being pushed to develop breakthroughs in battery tech that are at least cost-effective, energy-efficient, and safe. In this race, whoever comes up with the better battery will come out on top. In the long run, Tesla can't keep relying on lithium-ion batteries. Those just won't cut it for making Elon Musk's EVs cheaper and more accessible to consumers, since Tesla's cars are still pretty pricey. So what happens if Tesla develops a battery that's 3 times cheaper than lithium-ion, charges twice as fast, and is 100 times safer? Sounds hard to believe, but it's getting closer to reality. We believe there are 3 reasons why these batteries are game changers, some of which are so impressive that we find ourselves thinking we're witnessing a historic turning point no one saw coming. No one expected sodium batteries to be this good, and even fewer imagined they could power a vehicle for over 4 million kilometers. Actually 4.8 million kilometers, which is nearly 3 million miles. As usual, sodium-ion batteries might be a familiar concept to energy tech enthusiasts, but most people still don't really know what they are, aside from assuming they contain sodium. That's not wrong, but we believe the concept of sodium-ion batteries is far more fascinating than that. Simply put, a sodium-ion battery is basically made up of a cathode, made from materials capable of storing sodium, an anode, typically made from hard carbon, alloys, or metal oxides, and a liquid electrolyte containing sodium atoms in ionic form. The electrolyte is the liquid between the 2 electrodes filling the inside of the battery cell and acts as a bridge that allows sodium ions to move between the cathode and anode. Switching from using a lot of lithium to more sodium mainly changes things like energy density, charging time, safety characteristics, and overall performance metrics. But it doesn't change the basic working principle. In fact, the operating principle of sodium-ion batteries is the same as that of lithium-ion batteries. Many of the electrode materials used in sodium-ion technology are actually borrowed from lithium-ion battery designs. Sodium ions move from the cathode to the anode during charging, and back from the anode to the cathode during discharging. Hopefully that gives you a clearer understanding. Now let's go back to the original question. Why would Tesla use sodium-ion batteries, and why has Tesla been slow to adopt them? Let's tackle the positive side first. Why Tesla will use sodium-ion batteries? Tesla adopting sodium-ion batteries doesn't mean they'll stop using other types of lithium-ion batteries. Each battery technology has its own strengths, which makes it better suited for different Tesla vehicle models. Have you ever wondered why we should even consider switching to sodium-ion batteries when lithium-ion has long been seen as the gold standard? The answer is pretty straightforward. Lithium-ion batteries can't solve many of the challenges that EVs are currently facing, especially as more automakers aim to produce more affordable EVs. That's right. One of the main reasons sodium-ion batteries are being developed is because sodium is far more abundant and significantly cheaper than lithium. This becomes especially important as demand for battery-grade lithium continues to surge, with forecasts predicting a lithium shortage for lithium-ion battery production by as early as 2025. Sodium-ion batteries offer a particular advantage for all automakers, but especially for Tesla and its long-rumored $25,000 EV, thanks to their lower cost. Adding a new battery chemistry that doesn't rely on lithium into the supply chain could bring massive benefits, especially in a future where lithium demand could increase 500 times over today's levels. Experts like Tony Seba have even predicted that EV prices could drop as low as $5,000 with these ultra-low-cost batteries. According to Energy Post, the production cost of sodium-ion batteries could eventually drop to around $40 per kilowatt-hour, which would make it one of the lowest-cost battery technologies available. Tesla's biggest partner, CATL, is currently producing sodium-ion battery cells at around $70 per kilowatt-hour, but the company has promised that this could drop below $40 in the future. As the world's leading battery manufacturer, CATL has made a major breakthrough in its production process. It's easy to see the pricing potential of sodium-ion batteries, especially considering that even the cheapest lithium iron phosphate battery cells on the market today still cost about $90 per kilowatt-hour. While lithium naturally exists in various types of rock and some brines, the amount of lithium in Earth's crust is not unlimited. In addition, lithium extraction is energy-intensive. The high demand for this raw material, combined with its limited natural supply, has driven prices up significantly. earning lithium the nickname white gold. By contrast, sodium makes up about 2.6% of Earth's crust, making it highly abundant and much easier to extract than lithium. On top of that, the cathode materials used in sodium-ion batteries are typically made from iron and manganese, instead of nickel or cobalt, which are used in many lithium-ion batteries. Both iron and manganese are widely available around the world and are not considered at risk of depletion. So, how fast can sodium-ion batteries charge? For those frustrated with long charging times, EVs still raise concerns, especially on trips longer than 400 miles. In Tesla's current lineup, the fastest charging time is about 35 minutes to go from 20% to 80%, as seen in the Model 3 equipped with an LFP battery pack. If Tesla wants to shorten charging times, sodium-ion batteries might not be the ultimate solution, at least not yet, even though some battery technologies have already achieved impressive charging speeds. Still, compared to today's standards, sodium-ion batteries are definitely more efficient than lithium-ion in terms of charging. Specifically, sodium-ion batteries have the potential to charge faster than lithium-ion batteries. CATL has claimed that their sodium-ion batteries can reach 80% charge in just 10 to 20 minutes, which is noticeably faster than Tesla's current EVs that typically take about 30 minutes to hit the same level. What's even more impressive is a new breakthrough in battery tech that shows just how insanely fast sodium-ion batteries could eventually charge. If you search for the phrase sodium-ion battery charging time, you'll find reports of researchers developing a new sodium-ion battery that can charge in just a few seconds, thanks to a high-performance cathode with characteristics similar to a supercapacitor. This is a massive leap compared to current lithium-ion batteries, which can take nearly an hour to fully charge. Why does Tesla need the safety advantage of sodium-ion batteries? Right now, a common perception still lingers, that EVs are like ticking time bombs, potentially prone to exploding after 4 to 5 years of use. And when an EV catches fire, it's extremely difficult to estimate how much water is needed to extinguish the lithium battery packs. That concern isn't unfounded. We won't deny that lithium batteries can be dangerous, but to be fair, these incidents are extremely rare, with an incredibly low failure rate. Still, that's with lithium. The story is entirely different when it comes to sodium-ion batteries. Sodium-ion batteries ensure high safety standards, as battery cells based on this chemical element are non-flammable, non-explosive, and have a low risk of short circuits, meaning sodium is virtually incombustible. CATL has proven this through tests such as multi-directional compression, nail penetration, electric drilling, and even being set on fire, without catching fire or exploding. We've never seen a lithium battery withstand these kinds of tests. Most will either explode or ignite almost instantly under such conditions. On top of that, sodium-based batteries can endure extreme temperatures, operating reliably in a wide range from -20 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. In contrast, lithium-ion batteries typically perform best only within a narrower range of 0 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. More specifically, sodium-ion batteries show better performance at low temperatures, maintaining over 92% of their capacity at -20 degrees Celsius. In a press release from CATL about their sodium-ion technology, they confirmed similar claims regarding cold weather performance. In lab tests at -30 degrees Celsius, the battery was able to charge from 30% to 80% in just 30 minutes, while still retaining 93% usable capacity. Even with only 10% charge remaining, EVs using these batteries could still drive on highway speeds at 75 miles per hour. Beyond cold weather performance, safety is another major advantage. Sodium-ion batteries are generally considered safer than lithium-ion because sodium is less reactive than lithium. There's also another benefit that anyone can appreciate: lower toxicity. Sodium-ion batteries don't require lithium, cobalt, or nickel, metals that can release toxic gases when burning, and they're also more adaptable to a variety of use cases. Finally, sodium-ion battery-powered EVs could appeal to urban and suburban users on a tight budget, people who don't really need a car for long-distance travel. So, how long do sodium-ion batteries last? That's the focus of today's episode, and also the biggest advantage of sodium-ion batteries. For energy storage applications, improving cycle life is essential. And when it comes to EVs, battery lifespan is even more important. EV batteries aren't cheap, and none of us want to be replacing our car battery after just 2 or 3 years. According to publicly released information about CATL's sodium-ion batteries, their lifespan is relatively long, projected to reach up to 10,000 charge cycles, which equals about 4.8 million kilometers, nearly 5 million. An absolutely impressive number compared to current commercial lithium iron phosphate batteries, which typically last between 2,000 and 3,000 cycles. 10,000 cycles means the battery pack could last up to 20 years if properly maintained. Oh my God, this is definitely great news for anyone worried about the cost of replacing an EV battery. CATL has been fairly cautious with their battery lifespan projections. They're not making exaggerated claims without real-world results to back them up. So, with the 3 main reasons mentioned above, it's easy to see why more and more companies are developing sodium-ion batteries. Thanks to these standout advantages, this technology has real potential to convince Elon Musk to consider using it in Tesla, especially for compact, low-cost cars in the future. However, there may still be 1 or even 2 barriers that make Elon Musk hesitant to adopt this battery technology. So why has sodium-ion battery technology been slower to arrive Tesla? Even though sodium-ion batteries offer strong performance, they're still relatively new to the commercial market. Widespread use of this energy storage type remains limited due to the lack of a stable industrial supply chain. One major limitation of sodium-ion batteries is energy density, the amount of energy stored per unit of battery weight. Currently, sodium-ion batteries have a relatively low energy density, ranging from 140 watt-hours per kilogram to 160 watt-hours per kilogram, whereas lithium-ion batteries today typically range from 180 watt-hours per kilogram to 250 watt-hours per kilogram. A battery's energy density is a critical factor that affects its efficiency and range of applications. High-energy density batteries can deliver large amounts of power in a compact size, which is especially ideal for EVs. With the same physical size, a high-density battery provides longer usage time compared to a low-density one. Additionally, high-density batteries are often lighter, helping to reduce the overall weight of a device. In contrast, low-density batteries usually need to be larger to deliver the same amount of energy, which can result in shorter usage time. And to achieve the same capacity, a lower-density battery will also weigh more. This is the exact challenge that sodium-ion batteries are facing, and one of the main reasons why this technology has developed more slowly than the rapid advances in lithium-ion battery technology. However, there's still plenty of hope, as CATL is expected to launch its second-generation sodium-ion battery soon. CATL has announced a target of reaching 200 watt-hours per kilogram for its next-generation version, currently in development, compared to just 160 watt-hours per kilogram for the current generation. What's more, as we mentioned earlier regarding sodium-ion battery technology, a former Tesla engineer has founded his own company focused exclusively on developing this type of battery. He's confident that his sodium-ion battery can achieve a driving range of up to 300 miles, which is the most ambitious claim we've heard so far about sodium-ion batteries. The main reason sodium-ion batteries have lower energy density is because lithium ions are smaller and lighter than sodium ions. This smaller size allows lithium ions to pack more tightly into electrode materials, enabling more energy to be stored per unit of volume or weight. Additionally, lithium has a lower electrochemical potential than sodium, meaning it releases more energy per electron exchanged during reactions compared to sodium. To reach higher energy density, CATL is addressing previous material limitations. The anode now uses Prussian white, which has been restructured at the electron distribution level to solve the issue of performance degradation over many charge cycles. The cathode, according to the company, is made of hard carbon with a porous structure that allows it to store more sodium ions and enable faster ion movement. CATL says their sodium-ion battery could be commercially viable if these material improvements deliver the expected results. Well, we'll have to wait and see what the next stages of development bring. Over the past 20 years, more than 50% of sodium-ion battery research activities leading to patents have taken place in China, 53%, followed by Japan, 16%, and the United States, 13%. Europe is also beginning to make progress in this field. According to forecasts, the sodium-ion battery market is expected to grow at an annual rate of 27% over the next decade. annual production could increase to about 70 gigawatt-hours by 2033, representing a nearly 600% growth. Sodium-ion battery technology could become more widespread in the future, thanks to the fact that many manufacturing processes for sodium-ion and lithium-ion batteries are similar. This similarity facilitates easier conversion of production lines and can even reduce investment costs. To overcome the weaknesses of sodium-ion batteries, CATL has introduced an innovative idea: developing a hybrid battery. This solution involves mixing and combining sodium-ion and lithium-ion batteries in certain ratios, integrating them into a single battery system, and using an intelligent battery management system to control the different battery components. Depending on the requirements, a vehicle can leverage the sodium-ion battery's performance in low temperatures or the high energy density of the lithium-ion battery. The project is still in the testing phase, but the entire industry is closely watching this initiative from the Chinese company. Although challenges remain, interest in sodium-ion batteries is increasing in the electrification world. Major international battery manufacturers are gradually shifting their focus to this technology. CATL identified sodium-ion battery chemistry as a strategic target in 2021, presenting it as a new frontier for investment aimed at differentiating their products. The Chinese giant pursues this strategy based on the understanding that capturing part of the market currently dominated by lithium-ion batteries with sodium-ion alternatives could help drive lithium battery prices down significantly. Currently, sodium-ion batteries are primarily used in small-scale applications manufactured in China, and we do not expect to see this technology in Tesla models anytime soon. While it may happen in the future, we believe it won't become a reality until CATL successfully commercializes its second-generation sodium-ion batteries, with energy density high enough for Tesla to consider adopting them. However, the EV industry is not just Tesla. Many other automakers are struggling with advances in battery technology, and sodium-ion batteries could be an effective option for them. Additionally, sodium-ion batteries could see wider use in the future for stationary energy storage applications. As Tesla aims to make its EVs more affordable and accessible to a broader audience, sodium-ion batteries could be a suitable choice because they offer three core benefits: low cost, fast charging, and high safety. And if sodium-ion batteries can overcome the energy density barrier, there's no doubt that mass production at Tesla's Nevada Gigafactory will soon become a reality. When considering the pros and cons of sodium-ion and lithium-ion batteries, it's clear that each type has its own strengths. Choosing between the two depends on specific requirements as well as considerations of cost and environmental impact. In the debate between sodium-ion and lithium-ion batteries, sodium-ion emerges as a promising alternative with advantages in cost efficiency, environmental friendliness, and safety. However, lithium-ion batteries still hold a dominant position due to their high energy density, well-developed infrastructure ecosystem, and technological maturity. In summary, the competition between sodium-ion and lithium-ion batteries reflects a positive shift toward more sustainable and efficient energy storage solutions. The battery technology landscape is constantly evolving, and the coexistence of these two technologies provides a diverse approach to meet the world's growing energy needs. Finally, what are your expectations for sodium-ion batteries? And what do you think if Tesla were to produce EVs powered by sodium-ion batteries? Drop a comment below. We truly appreciate your valuable feedback. Tesla's affordable car will debut in November, and it could be the worst vehicle Elon Musk has ever produced. What we mean is, it might fail to live up to the nearly 5-year wait endured by millions of customers just for the chance to buy a budget-friendly Tesla. Many customers still believe it will offer better quality than its projected sub-$25,000 price tag suggests, but that doesn't seem likely. The upcoming loss of the $7,500 federal credit at the end of September poses a massive challenge for Tesla. For years, the company has relied on this incentive to make its EVs more affordable. When it's gone, Tesla will have to find other ways to lower EV prices, on top of cutting production costs on the assembly line. That's why this car will be stripped down even more than originally planned, essentially double simplified. Elon Musk hasn't confirmed an official name yet, but Model 2 and Model Q are currently the most popular choices among fans. Which one do you like? Drop a comment below. Right now, let's dig into why this could be Tesla's worst car yet, and whether it can still satisfy the masses. Whether you've been following Tesla for a month, a year, or even 5 years, one thing is undeniable. Tesla's affordable electric car has always been a hot topic, and it's easy to see why. Tesla, a company famous for its premium electric vehicles, is now setting out to create a car that almost anyone can own. The big question is this: how can a brand known for producing only high-end EVs manage to deliver a budget-friendly model while still maintaining its strict standards for quality and technology? The story around this car becomes even more fascinating when we hear Elon Musk's bold claims. He said that this vehicle is being built on the most advanced production line in the world, with massive manufacturing volume, and will feature technologies once thought impossible to include in a budget-friendly car. After countless plan changes, cancellations, and restarts, we've finally reached a major turning point. With the latest confirmations from both Elon Musk and Tesla, things are now truly underway. The Model 2 has officially entered the production line at the Fremont factory. This explains why the car has been frequently spotted in camouflage, undergoing tests around the facility grounds. However, we'll still have to wait until November for its official debut, as it must first complete its final round of testing. For Tesla, this moment is absolutely critical. They urgently need strong sales to maintain growth momentum, especially after a significant drop in both Q1 and Q2. Q3 presents a golden opportunity for Tesla to win back customers and regain market share. And there's no better move than introducing a brand new model at an extremely affordable price to meet the demands of budget-conscious consumers. However, it seems even Elon Musk didn't anticipate that things wouldn't be so simple. Producing a car priced 28% lower than the Model Y requires significant cost cutting, to the point that it noticeably compromises the car's quality compared to current models. Additionally, the loss of federal tax credits could lead to disappointing experiences for customers after years of waiting. So, what does the Model 2 offer? The so-called affordable model isn't actually a compact crossover. Instead, it's a simplified version of the company's current mid-size crossover. This means it will be the same size as the Model Y rather than the smaller hatchback-like form factor many of us had been speculating about. This became even more certain during Tesla's second quarter 2025 earnings call. When asked about the Model 2's design, Elon Musk didn't go into detail, but he did reveal that the upcoming budget Tesla is just a Model Y. He emphasized that the next low-cost Tesla will not have a different design. It will look like the models already on the market and won't be built on an entirely new platform. Tesla stated that production of this vehicle began in June. During the meeting, Musk told investors that the model would be available to everyone sometime between October and December 2025. So the first thing that makes the Model 2 less appealing is the fact that it's not a completely new vehicle as many of us had imagined. However, from a certain perspective, this is actually a smart move by Elon Musk. You know what? We all know the Model Y is Tesla's most versatile vehicle and also the company's most successful SUV to date. Tesla owes much of its current position to the Model Y. For that reason, copying a proven winner but cutting the price by 28% is exactly the strategy Musk is pursuing with the Model 2. He's not starting from scratch, he's simply putting it on the same production line as the Model Y, then stripping out a range of expensive features and design elements to hit that $25,000 price point. The truth is, the Model 2 will look something like this. It's not exactly the same as the Model Y, but you'll clearly see the soul of the Model Y in it because, essentially, both vehicles are built on the same production line and share the same size. Here's a quick question. If Tesla sells the Model 2 next year for $25,000 but its quality is noticeably lower than that of the Model Y, would you buy it? Please drop your answer in the comments below. While we'll have to wait a few more months to see the full official design of the Model 2, here are a few leaked details that are sure to come. First, the main headlamps have moved back up to the hood level like last year's model and lack the connecting light bar. Likewise, the rear is not expected to get a light bar with a plainer tailgate design and simple brake light that saves cost. Components like the rear display, ventilated seats, powered folding seats, glass roof, center console, acoustic glass, clothes hooks, higher quality materials and upholstery, and premium sound system may not be offered. Yeah, a range of features will be cut based on the Model 2 prototypes spotted recently. Despite heavy camouflage, curious fans got close enough to notice these changes. Of course, we'll need to wait for more details on other simplifications, but we believe what we've listed above isn't the full picture. While these changes make the car feel cheaper, they're necessary because they help Tesla save thousands of dollars in production costs. For example, simply switching from vegan leather seats to fabric seats saves about $500 per vehicle. Additionally, reducing the number of speakers and simplifying the interior lighting system saves an extra $200 to $400. On top of that, removing rear screen and the panoramic glass roof saves another $600 to $800. The most notable aspect of Tesla's new technical strategy is that the company is testing a completely different type of motor that may be used exclusively for this model. This motor will use ferrite magnets instead of the expensive rare earth magnets Tesla currently imports from China. This is not just a simple material choice, but a strategic move that could save about $1,000 per motor, while significantly reducing reliance on the supply chain from China. However, this is not a high-performance motor as many had hoped. The new motor version will have lower power and less horsepower compared to current Tesla models, resulting in a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of around 6 to 7 seconds, compared to the Model Y's takes 4.6 to 5.4 seconds. This will make some performance enthusiasts less interested in the Model 2. This will lead many to ask, does cutting costs and reducing performance like this take away the Tesla experience? We basically think it does not. The core elements that define the Tesla brand remain intact, from the central touchscreen, standard autopilot system, Tesla app connectivity, to regular OTA software updates. They're still there. The issue is that if you're used to driving other Teslas and switch to the Model 2, it will be genuinely harder to get used to and might be frustrating. But if you're not too picky about a $25,000 car, it will still be fine. Besides the minimalist design, interior, and motor mentioned earlier, the real key to achieving the $25,000 starting price lies in the battery pack. Instead of equipping a large 60 kilowatt-hour or 75 kilowatt-hour battery pack like the Model Y, the Model 2 will use a 53 kilowatt-hour LFP battery, a significantly smaller capacity, but perfectly reasonable for a more affordable car. Of course, if that's not enough for your driving needs, you can still spend a few thousand more to upgrade to a better battery pack. The smaller battery pack helps reduce costs and vehicle weight to match a motor with less power. And one more thing for sure is that Tesla will use LFP batteries, which don't have as high an energy density as the NMC batteries used in the Model Y, but are well known for stable performance in cold weather and a relatively long lifespan. This is an advantage because replacing the battery in a budget car wouldn't make much sense. As we predict, this car will still offer at least a 250-mile range thanks to the aerodynamic design borrowed from the Model Y's shape, combined with its lighter weight. However, the smaller battery means the ability to maintain maximum power output during continuous high-speed driving will be more limited. If you often take long trips or live in areas with limited charging infrastructure, the Model 2 might not be the best choice. As we mentioned from the beginning, based on confirmations from Elon Musk and Tesla's Vice President of Engineering, Muravi, the Model 2 is being produced on the same assembly line as the Model Y, rather than building an entirely new line. With fewer components, the Model 2 is not only cheaper but also has the potential to be manufactured significantly faster. Gigapress technology continues to play a key role, just as it did with the Model Y. The production time for a Model 2 could be as short as 15 seconds, twice as fast as the Model Y's 35 seconds per unit at Giga Shanghai. All these moves show a clear strategy: cutting costs in areas Tesla believes won't impact the core experience, maximizing proprietary manufacturing technology, and controlling the supply chain to confidently aim for a $25,000 EV. But to be frank, the Model 2 is not a smaller Model Y, and to hit this price point, you'll have to accept some trade-offs, from acceleration and interior features to driving range. Moving on to some of the most recent exciting updates. Recently, Elon Musk finally confirms Robotaxi is opening to the public, that anyone will be able to request a Tesla Robotaxi in September. Tesla's Robotaxi platform launched to a small group on June 22nd in Austin, Texas. The company has continued to expand the number of riders and its geofence over the past month and a half. Tesla has also rolled out its Robotaxi service in California's Bay Area, with a slight distinction from its Texas counterpart. In California, A safety monitor occupies the driver's seat, whereas the Texas platform operates without one. As Tesla expands its geofenced service areas and testing populations, eager fans are anxiously awaiting the coveted email invitations to access the Robotaxi platform. That wait may soon be over, as Musk recently announced that Tesla plans to open public access to Robotaxi next month. He wrote on X, "It will be open access next month." During the recent Q2 earnings call, CEO Tesla Aslo stated, "Tesla has been prioritizing safety over anything else with the launch of the Robotaxi platform, which is why it has been slow to push invitations to new riders. It is confident in the abilities of the platform and its full self-driving suite, which has been proven with data. However, even a single accident could set Tesla back years in terms of its development of self-driving cars. It is not a risk it is willing to take." So far, large-scale production of the Tesla Semi is still met with widespread skepticism, even as it's about to get a new 4 million square foot factory. Elon Musk once said that Tesla's goal is to produce 50,000 units per year by 2026, but no one really believes that. There isn't like of the fat. So, recently, in response to a post about the Tesla Semi and Bill Gates' past remarks when he claimed that, even with big breakthroughs in battery technology, electric vehicles will probably never be a practical solution for things like 18-wheelers, cargo ships, and passenger jets. Below the post, Elon Musk reaffirms Tesla Semi mass production in 2026. The Tesla Semi factory near Giga, Nevada is designed to produce 50,000 units of the Class 8 all-electric truck annually. Although the facility may not reach this capacity immediately, it's only a matter of time before it achieves its optimal production rate. So far, about 25 customers who are transportation companies have ordered Tesla Semi, but Tesla has only delivered to about 10 customers. Of course, not enough. Only about 500 have been produced so far, so now the target of 50,000 next year is a big promise. What do you think about this target? And recently, Tesla also launches highly awaited off-road armor and rock sliders for Cybertruck. Although Tesla has always emphasized that the Cybertruck is a pickup with impressive off-road capabilities, able to conquer tough terrains, in reality, at this point, the vehicle hasn't been equipped with many specialized accessories to support that. So Tesla is seriously bolstering the Cybertruck's off-road cred with the official launch of the highly awaited terrestrial armor package, now available on the Tesla shop in the United States and Canada. This package provides significant underbody and side protection for the Cybertruck, turning it into an even more capable vehicle for challenging terrain. For dedicated off-roaders, safeguarding a vehicle's critical components is crucial. The terrestrial armor package is built for exactly this purpose. Its rock sliders are designed to shield the truck's vulnerable rocker panels from rocks, stumps, and other trail hazards. Meanwhile, the body armor is a heavy-duty skid plate that armors the underbody battery area, the Cybertruck's most critical component, from damaging impacts from below. Tesla has designed the components with durability as a priority. The rock sliders are crafted from E-coated steel for rust resistance and coated with a robust bedliner finish to endure scrapes and impacts. They are styled to blend seamlessly with the Cybertruck's sleek, minimalist aesthetic, maintaining its factory look. Installation requires removing the rear aero flap, a common adjustment for off-roading enthusiasts. The body armor features a 15mm thick aluminum plate with a crush core to absorb impacts, designed to safeguard the battery area. However, it slightly reduces the vehicle's overall ground clearance. Crucially, this armor enhances the already robust base battery armor, which is exceptionally durable out of the box. You can watch this video that showcases off-roading with the stock skid plate and then with the added armor installed. The terrestrial armor package is priced at $3,500 US or 4,770 Canadian dollars, and importantly, includes professional installation and shipping to your local Tesla service center. While specific service documentation for this package hasn't been released, based on related documentation, installation is expected to take approximately 3 to 6 hours. The package weighs 185 pounds in total, with no significant impact on vehicle range. Range is primarily affected by aerodynamics, and the removal of the rear aero flap likely has a greater effect on range than the armor's weight. Currently, the package is exclusive to Foundation Series owners, as a gesture of appreciation for their early purchase. It will be available to all other Cybertruck owners starting in September. Elon Musk doesn't often mention the Tesla Semi because the truth is, it's not one of the company's core products like the Model 3 or Model Y. But whenever he does bring it up, we know something big is coming. Here's what Elon Musk recently said about the semi-truck.
We're also building the Tesla Semi factory. This is a vehicle that some people said was impossible to build, that it defied physics. Well, not only does it not defy physics, we're going to be making a lot of them. So we're going to make I think ultimately we'll make over millions probably, of the Tesla Semi. This is really going to be something that you'll see all over the place, and it'll also be autonomous, or have the ability to go autonomous down the road.
We know a lot of people don't like Elon Musk because of his habit of hyping up his products. But there's one truth we need to recognize objectively. Everything Elon Musk promises eventually happens. It might be delayed or take longer than expected, but it does come. When it comes to the Tesla Semi, it's considered the company's most challenging vehicle to manufacture. And as Elon Musk mentioned in the audio, it defies the limits of physics. The entire spec sheet of the Semi breaks every convention for a battery-electric Class 8 truck. But that's just the prototype. It's not the official production version yet. The Semis Tesla has built so far are vehicles made for testing purposes. As Sawyer Merritt, a prominent Tesla investor, confirmed, the Tesla Semis that are currently on the road are Gen 1. The Gen 2 Semis will come in the near future with the opening of their volume production facility in Nevada. Yeah, and the Gen 2 Semi is the main focus we want to talk about in today's episode. There will be a lot of major upgrades and additions in this official version. One of the biggest being full self-driving, something the current version doesn't have, and something no other Class 8 truck in the world has ever featured. It might sound risky to say, no way, a truck can't drive itself on the road, but Tesla is seriously planning to roll it out with the 2026 variant. This is part of their push to attract more truck drivers and reshape the industry. So, what's coming with the Gen 2 Semi? Will the price go up or down? And is full self-driving really a good fit for a big rig like this? According to a report from Next Big Future, a news outlet that covers Tesla and other EV-related technologies, some key developments are coming to the Tesla Semi, as revealed earlier this month. First off, the article states, the second generation or Gen 2 Tesla Semi has new batteries and design improvements like new mirrors for better sightlines and aerodynamics, plus a drop glass for easier cargo access. In fact, this change was officially confirmed by Dan Priestley, lead of the Tesla Semi engineering team, during a major event in early May.
We have a new mirror design. Better sightlines, better aerodynamics, better performance overall. On top of that, we added a drop glass. There's a lot of fixed infrastructure, whether it's gate operations or interacting with a port or telecom. These will make drivers' lives easier.
Currently, the Tesla Semi prototypes use physical side mirrors integrated with 3 cameras on each side, combined with a camera monitor system that sends live feeds to 2 15-inch screens inside the cabin. This setup meets U.S. regulatory requirements while also optimizing aerodynamics and providing full 360-degree visibility with 0 blind spots. However, it's still unclear what Tesla plans to do with the new mirrors on the Gen 2 version. They might add more cameras. That's definitely a possibility. Or, as Dan Priestley hinted, the new mirrors will further improve aerodynamics and visibility. That could suggest a smaller physical mirror design paired with more advanced camera integration. Yeah, we're hoping Tesla keeps the physical mirrors for the Semi. What's your prediction? Please drop a comment below. An upcoming change in the next version is that Tesla will be adding a drop glass. We believe many people are in the same boat as us since very few of us actually understand what drop glass really means. What we do understand is that the driver's seat in the Tesla Semi is positioned in the center, and the camera system helps reduce blind spots. However, drivers may face difficulties when they need to interact directly with external systems like gates or ports, due to the lack of a lowerable window or the need to open the cabin door. So the drop glass might be a new feature designed to help Tesla Semi drivers handle situations that require direct interaction, like handing over documents at a gate or checking for small objects close to the truck. A drop glass window could improve direct visibility and reduce the need to rely entirely on cameras. Did we miss anything? If you have a better understanding of what drop glass is, feel free to explain it to us below. In recent years, not all but most refreshed Tesla vehicles have been updated with a new light bar. a branding highlight that Elon Musk seems to be establishing. According to a report from Next Big Future, they wrote, "It was redesigned headlights with a modern LED light bar, a potential sleeper cab for long-haul comfort. It has improved aerodynamics with a drag coefficient of 0.36, 30% better than diesel trucks. It has a tri-motor powertrain with 7% efficiency gains." This aligns perfectly with what we mentioned earlier, that a Semi was spotted wrapped in shrink film, with its front bumper oddly exposed, hinting at the presence of a new front light bar. This would likely help with visual distinction compared to earlier prototypes. Of course, this wouldn't be the main headlights. Those would be positioned below the light bar. Of course, this is ultimately just speculation and not something we can say with certainty. But if it turns out to be true, we believe the design looks modern and aligns well with the design direction Tesla has been pursuing. What do you think if the Semi actually adopts this design? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The fourth design change absolutely worth mentioning is Tesla's plan to introduce a sleeper cab. This is no longer a prediction or rumor. It's something that's definitely going to happen. We'd bet on it. Why? Because Dan Priestley mentioned this a while ago. We recall that it was sometime last year when he said the Semi would eventually feature a sleeper cab, allowing drivers to make long-haul deliveries over multiple days. This is probably the biggest update that has us excited about the next-gen Semi. You know, sleep is incredibly important for truck drivers. Most truck-related accidents happen due to driver fatigue on routes that stretch for thousands of miles. The current Semi doesn't include a sleeping area for drivers, even though its cabin is quite spacious. Of course, that's understandable for prototype versions built mainly for testing purposes. However, once it moves into mass production, a sleeper cab will be almost essential. The only thing we're unsure about is whether Tesla will design the sleeper cab as an extension behind the main cabin or integrate it within the existing space. It's hard to predict. Next Big Future also mentioned that the Tesla Semi will feature improved aerodynamics with a lower drag coefficient. The current prototype has a drag coefficient of 0.40, but changes to the glass and mirrors may help reduce that to 0.36. This would significantly smooth out acceleration and, to some extent, lower energy consumption. From the very beginning, Tesla positioned the Semi as a highway beast, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 20 seconds. That's why Tesla's chief designer, Franz von Holzhausen, drew inspiration from Japan's #1 high-speed train, the Shinkansen, when designing the Semi. So, these new aerodynamic upgrades truly make us feel like the Tesla Semi is becoming the high-speed train of the trucking world. Of course, many people don't like the design of the Semi, and if you are one of them, leave a comment and tell us why. We will read and respond. Now, in the next 30 seconds, we'll show you some minor performance improvements, as well as a new battery type that Tesla will use for the semi-truck. According to information from Tesla's Master Plan Part 3, the long-range version of the Tesla Semi equipped with an 800 kilowatt-hour battery pack is currently using high-nickel cells, likely NMC batteries, which are probably necessary to achieve that extended range. Meanwhile, the base range version, referred to as the Semi-Lite, uses lithium iron phosphate batteries. However, as confirmed by Dan Priestley, and also reported by Next Big Future, the Semi Gen 2 will be powered by Tesla's best battery yet, the 4680 cell.
And then one other thing, we have a new HV battery. Now this battery brings in our latest and greatest in terms of technology. It is cheaper to manufacture, and the best part is that it's actually less battery energy than in our current pilot production vehicles. But it maintains the same range. This is achieved through efficiency improvements that we're showing here, more than 7% at this point.
HV battery stands for high voltage battery and refers to the 4680 cell, as this type of battery offers an energy density of up to 280 watt-hours per kilogram, while significantly reducing production costs thanks to its unique structure. Although Dan Priestley confirmed that the Semi Gen 2 will feature a smaller battery pack, this doesn't compromise its range or other performance specs. Instead, the big rig maintains its already impressive driving range due to a 7% efficiency improvement from better aerodynamics, as we mentioned earlier. A smaller, more cost-effective battery pack offers major advantages in terms of weight and pricing, making the Tesla Semi lighter and cheaper to operate, ultimately benefiting the customer. Previously, we predicted that the Tesla Semi would soon adopt the new 4680 battery, as this clearly makes sense rather than limiting it to just the Cybertruck. Simply put, the 4680 is Tesla's best battery to date, offering significant advantages in power and cost efficiency, ideal for a Class 8 truck. Producing the 4680 cells directly at the Nevada Gigafactory is a key advantage, helping simplify battery pack assembly for this heavy-duty vehicle line. Moreover, as we've emphasized many times, the electric motor and battery system in the Tesla Semi has far fewer components than the complex diesel engines found in traditional trucks. This simplification significantly shortens assembly time, and the often quoted 50,000 units per year target mentioned by Elon Musk seems achievable, though not next year. Our estimate is that Tesla could produce around 10,000 semi-trucks in 2026, which is an optimistic figure, considering that the new production line is set to begin operations by the end of this year. Additionally, as we mentioned earlier, Semi Gen 2 will come equipped with supervised full self-driving. From our perspective, this isn't just a simple software upgrade. It's a game-changing breakthrough that has the potential to reshape the entire heavy-duty transportation industry. Why is that? In terms of potential, FSD on the Semi Gen 2 is a massive game-changer because it enables near-continuous operation without the need for active driver control. This dramatically reduces driver fatigue and health risks, while optimizing the supply chain in ways logistics companies have long dreamed of. Of course, as we noted, this will be a supervised version of FSD, meaning the driver is still present in the cab, but doesn't need to touch the steering wheel. With full self-driving, Tesla's sensor suite and AI can process vast amounts of real-time data, allowing the Semi to navigate safely through complex traffic scenarios, from interstate highways to tight loading docks. Of course, from another perspective, we also can't ignore that deploying full self-driving is a bold move that could spark mixed reactions. An 80,000-pound autonomous truck rolling down the highway isn't just a technical matter. It involves public trust, regulatory scrutiny, and pressure from driver unions. Even a minor incident could cause a media firestorm, raising questions about whether AI is truly safe enough to replace human drivers. Furthermore, integrating FSD into Semi Gen 2 raises concerns about potential job losses in the long-haul trucking industry if Tesla eventually reaches unsupervised autonomy. Legal experts have also warned that a crash involving an autonomous Semi could lead to complex legal disputes, since liability would shift away from the driver and fall more directly on Tesla as the manufacturer and software provider. For these reasons, Tesla Semi Gen 2 with FSD could be both a revolutionary leap forward and a high-stakes gamble. Its success will hinge on two critical factors: Tesla's ability to prove that its system is safer than human drivers, and how well the company works with regulators to establish a clear legal framework. If Elon Musk and the Tesla team can pull this off, the Semi Gen 2 won't just be a truck. It could become a symbol of the autonomous transport era, paving the way for a future where goods move 24/7 with near-perfect precision. But if it fails, it could trigger a backlash that makes the entire industry more cautious about pursuing bold autonomous ambitions. As one of our predictions, the Tesla Semi Gen 2 may come with a higher price tag compared to the first-generation model. And that would be entirely reasonable considering the range of upgrades Tesla is preparing to implement. Every breakthrough technology comes at a cost. The addition of FSD, improved aerodynamics, and the new 4680 battery could all contribute to increased production costs. While Tesla is known for its ability to optimize costs through large-scale manufacturing, these new components may make the Semi Gen 2 slightly more expensive than initially expected. This would be similar to how the Model 3 and Model Y saw price increases after receiving major improvements, before prices dropped again thanks to production efficiencies. With the Semi Gen 2, Tesla could follow the same strategy: a slight initial price increase to reflect the added value, followed by gradual reductions as production scales. However, this potential price hike would be justified. FSD alone could have a massive impact on total cost of ownership. An autonomous Semi can operate nearly continuously, reducing driver downtime, optimizing long-haul logistics, and cutting accident risks. Not to mention, the 4680 battery helps lower maintenance and energy costs, making the Semi Gen 2 cheaper to operate over time compared to traditional diesel trucks. So even if the upfront price rises by tens of thousands of dollars, freight companies are likely to accept it, because the overall economic equation still favors Tesla. Experts project that electric trucks will be cheaper in the long run, with diesel trucks costing up to 20% more per mile than the Tesla Semi. Stable charging costs eliminate fuel price volatility, and EVs require far less maintenance, all of which make the case for Semi-Gen 2 even stronger. Although diesel trucks make up only a small fraction of the total vehicles on California roads, they are responsible for the majority of cancer-causing diesel particulate emissions. Despite accounting for just 1% of vehicle production, trucks generate 20% of all vehicle emissions and over 1/3 of total particulate pollution. The demand for diesel alternatives is rising as emission regulations become increasingly strict. In California, diesel trucks will soon be banned from operating at ports, pushing the need for cleaner technologies. Electric trucks are the ideal solution to this problem, and the Tesla Semi continues to lead the race to prove itself as the most worthwhile electric truck on the market. Before we wrap up, let me show you the list of companies that have placed orders for the Tesla Semi. If you enjoyed learning about the Tesla Semi and Cybertruck, be sure to check out our other videos, like New Version Cybertruck 2026. It's even crazier than you think. Links right here. Goodbye, and see you again.